Hello everyone, DMFF here, and welcome to my video. Today, we will be going over the top 5 things that you should be running in your KC Cup deck. Before we get started though, we will be going over a few things that you should remember about KC Cup and the meta going forward. Right now, the tier list shows that Anima is the absolute strongest deck, and you will be seeing that deck in KC Cup a lot, so keep that in mind. Also remember that decks like Gaia, Harpies, Resonator, TG, and Thunder Dragons are going to show up white a lot of the time as well. Also expect to see a fair amount of Cyber Dragon and Blue Eyes in this KC Cup. Also remember that you may see some new strategies unfold, maybe something from the new box, maybe something yet undiscovered, but you will see new strategies in this KC Cup, so keep an eye out for that as well. Going forward, these are the top 5 cards that you should be running in your KC Cup decks to counter the meta. I think it goes without saying that running good generic extra deck monsters such as Xyz monsters or Synchro monsters or even whatever fusion monsters that synergize with your deck if you are playing polymerization don't really need to be listed here. Just run whatever good generic Xyz or Synchros that you think will be good for you. There are a ton of them. We have an honorable mention before we get started as well. And that honorable mention is counter traps. Counter traps in specifics such as Ultimate Providence and Divine Wrath. These two cards are actually quite good at stopping your opponent's effects and are on spell speed 3. Therefore, most cards your opponent control cannot even interact with them. They will be able to stop your opponent's effects, monster, spell, and trap, and just monster for Divine Wrath, but they are great outs to your opponent that sometimes your opponent can't even interact with. So definitely consider running 1 or 2 of these in your deck. At number 5, we have hand traps. There are very few hand traps in the game, but there are some hand traps that are generic to run. Specifically, we have Sphere Karibo, Kite Roid, and Battle and Boxer Veil. Battle and Boxer Veil is limited to 3, so it is limited in what it can go into, but any of these hand traps can help you survive in games and can also help with some skills that require life point reduction and will help you to survive while getting around your opponent's pesky MSTs and Cosmic Cyclones. At number 4, we have non-target interaction. Though these cards are a bit more situational and sometimes come with some kind of downside, these cards also are paired with very powerful effects. Cards such as Floodgate, Trap Hole, Mirror Wall, Wall of Disruption, Void, Trap Hole, Drowning, Mirror Force, Windstorm of Itaqua for a free-to-play option, and even Lightning Vortex have very powerful effects that can turn the tide against your opponent. Floodgate Trap Hole in particular is very good at clogging your opponent's board. Remember that against opponents that want to swarm the board. Cards like this are also coupled very well with our number 3 position, which at number 3 we have Targeted Interaction. Targeted Interaction can typically be activated at almost any time, other than traps needing to be set for 1 turn. These kind of cards can interact very quickly, and your opponent most of the time can't do anything to it unless they chain. Cards such as Karma Cut, Raigeki Break, Book of Moon, Fiendish Chain, Paleozoic Canadia, Breakthrough Skill, and Treacherous Trap Hole are going to be very good outs to your opponent's monsters. Not many people are running monsters that can't be targeted, but you may run into the occasional Lunalight, so keep that in mind. A new thing that can be done, actually, for your traps, and a very strong thing that can be done with your traps right now, would be to run Treacherous Trap Hole alongside Breakthrough Skills and Fiendish Chain. So that way you can have a robust trap setup in your deck without having to worry about traps in your graveyard. At number 2, we have Spell Trap Removal or Spell Trap Protection. Cards like Mystical Space Typhoon, Cosmic Cyclone, Galaxy Cyclone, and Night Beam are very good at removing your opponent's cards, and you will need them to get around any trap or spell effects that may try to do something to your monsters while you're trying to play your deck. In particular, Forbidden Lance can stop your opponent's spell and trap effects all on the field. So this is a very powerful card, and what I might consider one of the best cards in the meta right now. My particular preference would be to run 2 Forbidden Lance and 2 MST, or you can replace that MST with Cosmic Cyclone if you have a skill that requires life point reduction. And finally, at number 1, the thing or things that I think that you should be running the most in this KC Cup are deck hate cards. What is a deck hate card, you might be asking? A deck hate card is a floodgate that may target a specific type of deck, rendering it almost useless. Such cards are usually continuous spells or traps that do things against your opponent that they won't like. Some notable cards would be Shadow Imprisoning Mirror and Light Imprisoning Mirror that can be used against Onomats, Resonators, and Blue Eyes deck, as they all run light, dark, or a mixture of both. But, however, the number 1 card that I think everyone should be running in their KC Cup deck for this KC Cup is Stygian Dirge. Stygian Dirge is a card that reduces your opponent's monster's levels by 1. This completely foils any Synchro or Xyz decks and cripples them with this one card. If they have used their Cosmic Cyclones, or they have used their Mystical Space Typhoons and don't have an out for this card, their strategy is completely trash, and they can no longer win the game. Stygian Dirge is going to be strong against the majority of the metagame, including the number 1 deck to beat right now, Onomats, as well as Harpies, Resonators, any Xyz, or any Synchro deck is going to get completely trounced by this card. You are going to see many Xyz and Synchro strategies in this KC Cup, so I think that this is going to be the best card to be teching into your deck in this KC Cup. That was the top 5 things that you should be running in your KC Cup deck. What did you think of my video? Did you agree with my list? Did you disagree? Was there something not on the list that you thought should have been there? Did you agree with my Stygian Dirge as the number 1 card that you should be running in your KC Cup deck? Let me know down in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and that bell for more of my videos like this and any other videos that I may release in the future. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day today. Good luck in this upcoming KC Cup. I'll see you all there, and I'll see you next time.